And it's very unfortunate, though, what's happened here. But what's happened here in the United States when it talks about what specific guns are able to be controlled and what specific guns are able to be sold and not be sold is we're missing common sense right now. We're missing issues where you can take anything, whether you're talking about a vehicle or the internet, and in the hands of evil, they're going to find some way to commit to the act that they want to do. In the hands of good, they can be a very wonderful tool to use. We can do research projects. We can reach out to friends. We can drive to work. But in the hands of evil, they're going to find a way to commit their ludicrous acts. So I think what we need to be talking
why
about
would
is
anyone
common
need
sense.
to buy? Why would anyone need to buy a semi-automatic weapon?
Well, and they're not, the key is about what area you do live in. And the idea that this was bought legally, but this man, and there are many gun owners, in fact, the majority of gun owners, 99% of gun owners who would own one of these weapons would be doing it because they have the right to do it and they fear one day they might need to protect their family. Or in this case, there are actually some shotguns that are used in hunting situations that are a lot more powerful than what this man used. But unfortunately, because he had it loaded and used it in a way that is very much was meant to cause ultimate destruction and ultimate death, he was successful in it, and it was just a little adapter that was put on there. In this case, this could also, that type of equipment could be used on a hunting rifle in order to go duck hunting if you want to shoot a lot of ducks. There's justifications for it. It's more about the person who's using it and what is their intention. Are they good or are they bad?
Well, Australia tried a different approach. They basically, after one mass shooting, banned assault rifles. You could still have a hunting rifle there, but not on an assault rifle.
But a hunting rifle can do just as much damage in a lot of cases as an assault rifle can do. It's all about what is the motivation for it. And in this case, as we've seen, when you have stronger gun control rules, that doesn't mean that you're going to have a decrease in gun violence, as in the cases of Chicago and Washington, D.C. But this is where the argument in the United States is going awry. I believe this argument has been hijacked by the extremes on both the left and the right, with both of them having something in common. They don't trust each other, and they don't trust the United States government. And when you're having those types of conversations without trust, without common sense, you're having the continued repeat of events like we have seen in the United States. But just a case and example here in Nashville, because our community was rocked very hard with what happened in Las Vegas, but just 3 weeks before, we had a church shooting here where a bad guy came in with a gun, but he was stopped by a good guy with a gun. And often those stories are not told, and those are the stories right now why the American citizens believe we have a Bill of Rights, not a Bill of Needs, that we have the right to stop the bad guys because for some reason they don't care about the law and they always have a way of finding means to do their harm.